Hi everybody, thank you for joining me today. So today's video, I'm working on this sketch from the Hip Kit Club, and it's their sketch for this week from the 24th to the 30th. And we're going to start off by using some clear gesso. And actually, funny thing is, my gesso dried out. It was at the very end, but no worries, no fears. I had a new one ready to go. So I'm going to open the container. I'm leaving that piece that really should be in the lid just to help, hopefully, closing it up. It'll keep it nice and secure. So I'm just going to brush on the clear gesso. And with the clear gesso, what it does is it allows for the pattern paper to still be visible. But when I do the different coloring, especially when it comes to mixed media, it creates a barrier so that the pattern paper doesn't soak up all that mixed media colors and paints that you're going to add. And I'll be able to show you exactly what I mean, because when I start adding some of the paint, the mixed media, there's going to be spots that I've missed, and those spots are gonna get soaked in really quick, and you'll see the difference. So right here, I'm testing out some of the Lindy's shakers. I want to say this came in the kit this month, and I'm spraying with my Distress water sprayer. And I just wanted to see how the colors move, how vibrant are they, and how well do they mix. If I re-wet certain areas, will it create the different colors, doing the red and the blue? Do I get a little bit of purple? What's all going to happen? You know what I mean? And that's what I suggest that you do, especially if you're just getting into the mixed media stuff. If you're not sure what something does or what it's going to do, then test it out first on a scrap piece of paper and then start. Okay. So what I did was I put down I tapped the shaker bit, the container, and then I started moving it with the brush. And I really didn't like how the brush was looking, so I grabbed just some clear plastic sheeting and started using the plastic technique. Now at the very top there, where you see how the blue looks different, it was absorbed in by the paper, and so it left a more distinct, it's hard to explain, but a more distinct look. You can see where the other blue is, it's on top, so you can see better the pattern that's underneath. And I just keep adding the color spray, the shakers, and adding the water from my Distress sprayer, and just keep adding and dabbing until I get it to look exactly how I want. You see that spot right below the yellow? That's the same idea, the same concept, because I obviously missed that spot when I was doing it before. And I realized on the blue, it wasn't as dark as I wanted it to be. So I started laying down some of this shimmer spray I got, the Rip Van Periwinkle, to just kind of beef up the bluish side. So I would have parts of the yellow, the pink, and then of course the blue kind of towards the top. And then we're going to add some layers. And I knew that the very top where I didn't get enough of the clear gesso, that the pattern papers were going to probably wind up covering most of that. So that's why I really wasn't stressing it. And the piece down at the bottom that didn't fully get the clear gesso, I knew with adding the photo, the different layers, some of the I guess the end embellishments that we'll be doing, I figured it would just be better to not worry about it either, and it'll wind up being somewhat covered. Okay, so now we're just kind of putting everything together. I've already laid down the tops, the pattern paper. I did add one additional kind of triangle piece because I just wanted to get that polka dot into the mix. So I did add that. And then I'm just laying down and figuring out exactly where I want to put all of the decoration, all the decorative bits. Okay, sorry about that noise. I was trying to make sure I was on the right spot. So on the acetate pieces, I know at one point someone had said, I think it might have been, I don't know if it's is it Shao? I'm probably saying it wrong. But she was saying that some of the acetate pieces sometimes have film over them. And so I was trying to see if there was any film or plastic over top of it. I couldn't find it. I couldn't get anything to come off, so I just laid it down as far as the acetate pieces. And these are all items from the different embellishment kits and some of the embellishments that came with the main kit of the Hip Kit Club, the one for May. That's the kit that I'm using. And I pulled out some of the ephemera pieces that I like, and on some of the flowers I just put some of the fun foam behind it, and laying those down using the art glitter glue, and then just layering things up really from there. They had these really big silver hearts, and since I'm basically doing my photo, but I'm gonna put hashtag happy birthday. I didn't take this on my birthday. This was like a couple of years, I want to say a couple of years old. It might be like 2 years old, the actual photo itself. But I liked the photo, so I was like, well, you know what, I'm putting this together in May, and it's my birthday month, so let me go ahead and I'll just title it hashtag happy birthday. So we're just finishing putting down all the items. I wasn't going to use that flower cluster, but then I decided, you know what, I think it would fit in really nice down at the bottom. And I'm sorry, part of this is off camera. I thought I was in the frame, and I do apologize for that. So I'm just holding it up there, and then at this point I believe I'm grabbing my thickers. Yes, the pink ones came in the collection, but they also had the blue from Chamel where it has a little bit of a holographic, like a line right through the edge. So I grabbed this gold happy. It was on a different puffy sticker. I want to say we had them at one point in November's kit of last year, and I loved it and bought another set so that way I would have, you know, more of it, because I really enjoyed the particular sheet that we had. And then I just added the word birthday using the blue, which is really cute. And then I decided, you know what, I needed just a little bit more kind of over towards the left where I was putting the happy birthday. So in the I want to say it's the Project Life kit, there were these clear stickers. These ones that I'm using, they have a little bit of pink on them, but there's like a little bit of a clear edge, and I put that underneath the happy birthday. And then I'm taking some of the stars and putting them around that same little area, but the stickers I put under says no one is you, that is your power, and that's underneath the happy birthday. And then some of the other stickers I had put down were be happy, be you, you glow girl instead of you go girl, girl power, be happy, be bold, be bright, be you, rise and grind. Isn't that fun? That's so fun. Okay, so now we're gonna do some of the splatters, and I'm gonna make sure to cover up my photo, and then I'm gonna hit it with the black because I wanted to tie in a little bit more of the black color into the project itself. And then I think I top it off with a little bit of white, especially up in the pattern paper section, because obviously in the other part of the pattern paper, there's a lot of white visible, even though I do put a few droplets down. And then I hit it with some of the gold shine, and I feel like that is complete. So thank you guys so much for joining me today. Make sure you hit the like, subscribe, and share button. And I will make sure to have links to the previous Sunday sketches. Some of them I've done through Scrapbooking with Me Boutique. I do guest design with them. And then the Hip Kit Club, I'm not associated with them as far as being on their design team, but I do purchase the kits, and I'm having a lot of fun using them on a lot of my own, projects and stuff. So thank you guys for joining. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them down below. And I hope you have a great Sunday.